Hello students, welcome to the YouTube channel Eternal AC Education. In this session, you are going to learn Chapter 3, Scoping, Part 2. Content of the session is Types of Scope, LEGB. So we are going to implement the LEGB rule in the variables. Actually, scope defines the order in which variables have to be mapped to the object in order to obtain the value. So here we are going to restrict the visibility of the variables inside a program. There are four types: local, global, enclosed, built-in scope. Let's see one by one with examples. Local scope refers to variables defined in current function. Always, a function will first look up for a variable name in its local scope. Only if it does not find it there, the outer scopes are checked. Simple. Here that see a function with the name disp. There is a variable a equal to 7. Print a. A is assigned with the value of 7 and it is asked to print. Here the function is called. Can you see the inner rectangle? Here this indicates the scope. That means from the definition to the print a line, it is said to be the scope of the function. Apart from this space is said to be global scope. That means outside of the function. So inside the function there is a variable a with the value 7 and it is printed. Let's see the example. Definition with the keyword def. In Python, we have to use the keyword def to define a function. So here the keyword def is used with the function name disp. And there is a variable a with the value 7. Print a. This statement will print the value in the output screen. Disp, open bracket, close bracket. Here the function is called. From this line to this line, it is function definition. So a variable inside a function definition is said to be local variable because the visibility of the variable is only inside this function. So when I run the program, I'll get the output as 7. So what will happen if the same a is used outside the function? Let's see that. Here there is a with the value 10, value of a inside the function of disp. Here print the value of a. If I run the program, I'll get the answer, that is this value of a is 10 because it is inside the function. The visibility is inside the function. The variable also defined inside the function, so there is no error. But the same variable is used outside the function means it will say the error because I cannot access a local variable outside the function. Is it clear, children? ஏங்கிற வேரியபிளை டிஸ்ப்ங்கிற ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்குள்ள தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ இங்கே நம்ம பிரிண்ட் பண்ண சொல்லும் போது இந்த இடத்துல வேல்யூ பிரிண்ட் ஆயிரும். ஆனால் அதே ஏயை ஃபங்க்ஷனோட ஸ்கோப்புக்கு அப்புறம் வெளியில வந்து பிரிண்ட் பண்ண சொன்னோம்னா எரர் சொல்லிடும். Is it clear? Now see the global scope. A variable which is declared outside of all the functions in a program is known as global variable. This means global variable can be accessed inside or outside of all the functions in a program. Can you see a equal to 10? Inside the function a equal to 7. The variable a is used inside the function and also outside the function. That means a variable a equal to 10 is the first line of the program. As this is the first line, the a is a global variable. That means this a can be used inside the function, outside the function also. There would be any error. Now see this program. Here a equal to 10. As it is the first line, it indicates that a is global. That means this variable can be used throughout the program, inside the function, outside the function, within another function also I can use the variable a. So I'll get the output as inside the function value of a is 7 because inside a equal to 7, so it is 7. Outside the function the value of a is 10. This type of declaration is said to be global variable declaration and the scope is global. That means A can be used inside the function, outside the function also. Is it clear? Now see, enclosed scope. All programming languages permit functions to be nested. Note the point. A function within another function is called nested function. A variable which is declared inside a function which contains another function definition within it, the inner function can also access the variable of the outer function. This scope is called enclosed scope. Can you see here? There is a function disp. Inside that there is another function disp1. Actually A is declared only in the function disp. But if I ask to print inside the function disp1, it is used and it will not show any error. So this type of declaration is called enclosed scope of variable. See the example. Disp first function a is equal to 10. Inner function is disp1. Disp1 value of a, I'll get the output as 10. And also the disp value of a, that is also 10. Is it clear? Definition def disp. This is outer function. அதுக்குள்ள a equal to 10 நம்ம சொல்லிருக்கோம். அதுக்குள்ள a, see the indentation. This function is defined inside the function disp. Dispங்கிற ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்குள்ள தான் disp1ங்கிற ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு. அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்குள்ள நம்ம எந்த வேரியபிள் அசைன்மெண்ட்டும் சொல்லல. ஆனா டைரக்டா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிருக்கோம்? வேல்யூ ஆஃப் a பிரிண்ட் பண்ண சொல்லிருக்கோம். It will print. It will not say any error. ஏன்னா this type of scoping is called enclosed scope. A function within another function. Nested function use பண்ணும்போது outer functionல இருக்க வேரியபிள inner functionsம் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கும். error எதுவும் சொல்லாது. ஆனா இதே a நான் global spaceல யூஸ் பண்ணா error சொல்லும். See the next example. Same function, but the value of a is asked to print outside the function disp, but it will say the error. Is it clear, children? If the variable is only inside one function, then it is local. If the variable is declared in the outer function and it is used in the inner function, means that type of variable is under the scope of enclosed. If the variable is at the first place uppermost and it is said to be global scope. Now come to the another scope, built-in scope. It has all the names that are preloaded into the program scope when we start the compiler or interpreter. Any variable or module which is defined in the library functions of a programming language has built-in or module scope. They are loaded as soon as the library files are imported to the program. So what is the use of built-in scope means? There is a need to have modules or functions which are compiled and stored separately, and that functions are used in all the programs. I can use, but wherever it is necessary, the library functions are used. That type of functions and modules which are stored separately and are used in all the applications are said to be built-in scope. Let's see the example. Import random. So this random is a module. Here it is said to be a package also, which is stored in the library of Python. So import random means I can import all the things which are stored in, which are compiled and stored in random package. So I am using a function random.rand int 100,200. That means I am asking to print a number randomly between 100 to 200. It is used in disp1 function. It is also used in disp2 function. So if we are asked to print it, it will print the answer. Here, this random is a module and it is used in this program. The same module can be used in another program also. This type of scoping is called module scoping or built-in scoping. Is it clear, children? Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, subscribe this channel to watch the upcoming videos. Thank you. Have a good day.